What's happening up top, kid?
I got nothing up here, just clouds.
Wait, there it is, right there on the left. Are you seeing this?
Yeah, I got it.
We got movement to the northeast.
Hey guys, it's splitting. We're gonna have another funnel.
Hey, something's happening behind us. There's another one.
There's one to our right.
2. There's 3, 4. They're everywhere.
The first thing you do in getting this job, I think, is you all go on YouTube and you look at how people respond to storms, because the kind of footage we're trying to capture is out there, you know, on the internet. But then you realize that actually these guys don't know how to respond.
Yeah.
And so you can get straight into just who these people are.
We are the film crew. He actually shot authentic footage, and pieces of that footage are in the actual final cut of the film, so it was kind of exciting.
It's cool.
And there were cameras mounted on the car, inside the car, the real cameraman obviously shooting at all times, so it was, you're sort of inured to the fact that we're being on camera at some point, because they were everywhere.
It seems like, particularly for you two who sort of get stuck together, in some ways it's almost like doing a minimalist play in the middle of the movie.
Yeah. Definitely felt like it as well.
Yeah.
Very confined space, and it was very real, you know. It was just Max and I in this big ditch with one camera operator, and you know, it was nice though, because it meant it was, you know, it was very intimate, and that aided our performances.
Yeah, I think it's so cool in a movie like this that is so you know, you're so drawn to the spectacle of it and the idea of it being kind of a thrill ride, that you have these moments to breathe, and you can feel the actual effects, like the way this natural disaster, this kind of monster affects the individual.
Yeah, it's one of those few quiet moments really in the whole film.
Yeah, and it's just cool that I think all the characters have a nice arc in this, which is so cool in a film of this nature.
And it was close. Dude, my arm hurts.
Basically, we're trying to get famous by creating crazy viral videos on YouTube, you know? And so the first time you see us, we're doing a stunt. We're trying to jump this four-wheeler that on a homemade ramp that we made over an above-ground pool that's on fire.
Flaming pool of death.
And he don't make it, you know? And so, yeah, I mean, that's who we are. We're like wannabe stunt guy, daredevil, Johnny Knoxville, Jackass
Truly,
types.
our characters never thought about any danger. We saw dollar signs and girls, and we said, let's do this thing.
Yeah, we're just trying to get laid, man.
This is what you guys do for a living.
They chase. I study. I think all of those practical effects, Steven did a great job of taking a lot of the acting out of it. Trying to pretend you're in a tornado, I can't imagine how you could do that and not look like a total idiot. Exactly. Ooh. Yeah, no, he saved us that indignity by giving us a lot of practical effects, and they might not have been comfortable, but they're what we needed to make the movie.
Yeah.
And you know, this is the room where we're the like show no pain, show no fear room.
right.
Like, we enjoyed special effects. It was a great, you know, the wind and the rain. It's not necessarily your typical day at the office, but it was kind of cool. I've never had that experience before.
Yeah, they had these giant 100-mile-an-hour, 140-mile-an-hour fans, and people with bags of stuff just throwing it in the fans. So you're
Branches.
constantly
like there are
running through.
explosions going on right along next to us. Big giant, you know, fireballs.
Did you actually get to drive the Titus?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
Tons
whole
of
movie.
it.
Yeah, you drove
We
it the
beat
whole
on
time.
it really good. We drove that thing into the ground.
The thing with the Titus is the first day on the first shot, they turned the rain machines on and the Titus leaked.
Yeah.
It wasn't waterproof. A storm chasing vehicle that's not waterproof.
Yeah.
So Matt's, not like drip, 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 like pouring. And then they cleaned up Matt and they weatherproofed the Titus, and then they put him in it again and he closed the door and the window shattered and the pane glass fell out.
And broke a lot of windows. And
The Titus was a challenging mistress.
it broke down a few times, yeah.
We got wet inside there.
Whereas our reliable weather van never broke down.
Not once.
Yeah, we're the drama-free van.
Yeah.
They're all going crazy in the Titus.
Yeah.
We're the drama-free van.
Your camera is one of the most persistent filming throughout the entire thing. Do you get to see your own footage on the screen?
You know, here's the thing about Trey's footage. For one, I was shooting from, it was a high-def camcorder, but obviously compared to massive cinema cameras, it was not exactly the quality that would have matched the rest of the project. So that, in addition to the fact that pretty much for the whole movie I'm running, there was a lot of shaky cam footage that they would have gotten, which from time to time that would have worked, but I think Rather than your traditional found footage movie where it is a lot of that shaky cam and you feel like you're just with a person who's running along, we kind of wanted to do the sexy Hollywood version of found footage where it's a lot of steady cam and you do feel like you're on the ground with us and you're weathering the storm, but we're not making you sick while you do it.
Yeah, I think what's cool about the movie too is that it kind of subverts what audiences expect from found footage, because it isn't strictly a found footage movie. It's like a first person narrative, and once we get going, you get to see the whole storm and what it's doing. So you hear found footage and you think it's going to be small scale and you know, everything will be glimpsed, but you know, you're in the first person and it's almost photo real. This storm kind of destroying everything around.
Makes it feel very intimate. That's for sure.
Yeah, and immediate kind of effects of it.
Between that and incredible sound design, you really do feel like you're having a visceral mid-storm experience and you're joining the group in this hellish experience.
The van was where it's at. The van was where it's at. They had no idea.
Team van.
They had no idea. We had cable.